into it. Well, welcome to What's Really Happened. Comedian Jennifer Duncan in studio, Eddie Vasquez, poet and karaoke singer, Carla Re, karaoke host, right?
Yeah, hostess, yes.
Okay, yeah, that's a host. Oh, it does, or KJ.
Well, and yeah, KJ stands for karaoke jockey.
Yeah, I got that. Why isn't it KH for karaoke host?
It was made before I started, so I can't change it. Sorry.
Yeah, don't change. Yeah.
Like DJ, KJ, they made it easier for people to remember, I guess.
I heard that Rob Schneider used to be a karaoke host, or KJ, when they used the tapes.
Oh.
The tapes in there. All right, play a clip from Jennifer Duncan's comedy.
But dudes are starting to ask me, you're trans, right? You're trans. There's nothing wrong with being trans. Unless you're fucking not. Oh my God. Nobody likes to be misgendered, okay? I told my daughter about this, and she laughed way too long. And then she said, Mom, you're beautiful. You're beautiful, but I can see it. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much.
That was Jennifer Duncan. What you think? You can see.
Yes, I saw.
One thing I do. Are you an ally?
Oh God, yes, absolutely. So yeah,
you are. Oh, sometimes.
Oh no, I totally am, and I'm very, very serious. I'm a huge ally, and my daughter actually identifies as LGBTQIA also, and I always wonder when I do that joke. I hope people can understand that my intentions are good and pure. And
what kind of IA? There's an IA.
Oh yeah.
IA. I is intersex.
No.
And,
is that what it is?
Hey, wait. Oh,
there's like questioning, and I think there's
questioning.
Asexual.
I feel like your daughter has educated you about this. Okay. Wait.
It's not going well.
Did they add the A? The A is on there.
QIA plus. Wow. It actually might even be longer than that now. I think there might. ...
I feel like the A's. I don't know, but I gotta look at the I again. I think it's enter, but
I think you're right.
I feel like the A, at least the A's. I feel like, what are you guys doing there? You don't you guys have your own club?
Well, Dave Chappelle calls them the alphabet people. So yeah.
Dude, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to be.
Whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Yeah, Dave was a great guy. Rest in peace, Daphne Dorman. She was great.
But do you think it's offensive, though? Do you guys think it's offensive, the joke?
Nothing offends me.
So offense? No, actually, the reason I asked was because for once in my life, you made trans sound kind of yummy. It sounded like sort of like when I listened to there's a rapper called E40.
Love him.
And, you know about him.
I do.
That was
I'm
before
old.
your time. Oh no, okay.
I'm older than you.
He did this song called One Love. And every time he goes, it makes me hungry.
Okay.
It's like there's a certain way things can be said, or it makes you
salivate.
Feel hungry. Yeah. So that's why I was like, I felt like asking, are you an ally? Because it sounds like you're doing it pretty well.
Okay, good.
I would also recommend maybe having a couple of other jokes, but preface it with, I have lots of friends that are LGBTQIA. And then do other jokes. And
so you know what IA is.
She just said it because we said it.
Yeah.
She's one of those.
But I think you can still be.
I pay attention.
I think you can still be an ally and still have free speech and say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. No, my best friend is gay.
Sorry, I'm saying it that way, but I think you can kind of say what she's saying to no disrespect or no offense, but But I think it kind of kills the joke too. I think you could.
No, but I'm just saying at the beginning, say something about it, and then come back with.
I think we're all. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I think we're all pretty much allies in the Bay Area, or most of us.
I mean, hopefully.
Yeah.
I haven't.
So check this out. Like, I wouldn't consider myself an ally. Well, we jumped on this. and this ain't something I could script, because I feel like, come on, you gotta feel it, and I don't. But I wouldn't let someone get bashed.
Okay, so you're tolerant.
I feel like it's a weird thing. Like, I know a guy. He says, I'm an ally. Oh no, he says I'm an activist, an ally for these LGBT people. And oh, well, what do you do? Well, if I see someone being harmed, I'm going to step in. And well, that's not fair, because it sounds like we're on the same team. But I don't really like I would just do that because it's someone being harmed.
The right thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, a human being that didn't seem like they deserve to be harmed or bashed or whatnot.
Doesn't sound like this guy's going to be the next Martin Luther King of the LGBTQIA people.
So, would you think he's an ally?
No. Okay, he's just a dude.
See?
He's literally a dude.
I think there is something about, do we do what we should do? No.
Or the
Not
minimum.
Always.
Sometimes they do just the minimum.
Okay,
yeah.
So for us,
I care. I think there's some of us that care, though, and try to do more than the minimum.
Yeah.
I think that's a question, though. What does an ally mean? What does that even mean? Like, does that mean you go to the parades? Does that mean you support, like, businesses that support? Like, what do you do?
I don't do any of that.
Well, I mean, I have a gay cousin, and I support him, and I love him, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. I mean, I think it's if you have family and friends, too.
Huh.
That's part of it, too, I think.
And I've been to a lot of, like, the arts and crafts fairs, like wine festivals and stuff, where they have the different booths. And I've bought, like, earrings from LGBTQ.
Is that because...
I bought it because they were LGBTQ to
not
support
just because
them.
you like the earrings?
You would be
No,
an
I
ally.
supported them. I did it on purpose. I went over there, and then I chose my favorite pair, and I bought those.
Okay, so were they ugly ass earrings though?
No, they're
Yeah,
beautiful. They're beautiful.
Okay, so you cheated, man.
No.
They had to be ugly ass earrings for you to be an ally.
No.
Well, no.
I went there specifically.
No. Well, I think she is, because the thing is, you got... Wait, she said specifically.
I went specifically because
So,
it
in
was a
other words,
gay-owned crafter.
You were lucky
All
that
right.
they were nice.
Oh, they were, yeah. But they were great craftsmen.
Yeah. So
Pretty much all of theirs were beautiful. They
Okay.
did a really
they should
good
know about
job.
Aligned well.
They should know about fashion. Well, depending on which
Yeah.
LGBT or whatever you're going for, right? They
Right.
should know about fashion.
Right.
That was God saying, "Stop while you're ahead." You see that? Yep. Jesus, right there.
The Holy Spirit? Was that the Holy Spirit?
Yeah. Oh, the Holy
It is.
Spirit.
That is.
Preach church.
That wasn't even... Wow, I think that really was just...
Next subject, I guess.
I feel like the next one is going to be lightning.
There must be some angry spirit in here.
You know, yeah, maybe it's shoot, I think someone again, like,
I think we had a poltergeist
a
in here,
light
man.
blow my ear. I think there was a gay ghost.
Not an ally, huh?
Boo,
Fuck you.
I hate your shirt. Boo. No, but they might like my shirt.
It's a pretty color.
It's pretty cool.
And so let's Jennifer Duncan hates matcha.
Oh, yeah.
I've never tried it.
You don't like matcha?
I mean, I like green tea. When you start adding it to food.
Oh, that's why you don't like it. Yeah. But have you had like the matcha frap or like the matcha tea?
Disgusting. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
fucking disgusting.
free speech.
I love green tea. I love green tea and I like matcha. So
Okay, this is the real test. Are you ready?
yes,
Do you like matcha Kit Kat?
I've had it. It wasn't my favorite. Yeah.
I think I'm
like
gonna
the
take the
original.
leap and
I
say
like-
it's disgusting.
I like the original one
It
better.
didn't look
Yes.
good to me. I like mint. That's the right grain. Matcha didn't look so good.
Yeah, it's not.
Well,
Like in a
kinda
pinch,
tastes-
you'll choke it down.
It kind of tasted powdery in a way.
it's like the wrong kind of kava, because how kava's got that powder and it could choke you. Matcha's like it probably won't
Kava.
choke you.
A lot of people haven't had kava.
Hey, it's good.
I've had it.
Oh, you're from Hawaii.
Yeah, I've had it a lot. I don't know if
I've
normies
never had
are
it.
gonna have
I've
kava.
heard it. I've never had it.
What
but-
island you?
I've
from?
never
Oahu.
Mahalo.
Okay, never been.
My peeps.
Mahalo.
I've been there.
I've been to the main island.
I am an ally with Hawaiians.
Mahalo.
You're so accepting, Luke.
I'm not actually Hawaiian, but
Like, Well,
yeah.
I don't even know if it's the people of the island. I'm an ally with the island.
Yeah. It's hard not to be. That's a very
least,
powerful spiritual.
Yeah, at least Kona. I don't know. I actually have no idea about the other islands, but I will call myself an ally with the island. I don't know about Honolulu. I don't know about that one, but at least I could vouch for the other islands.
Yeah.
I feel. But I've only been to Kona.
I mean, I think the Big Island is amazing. So Oahu's the busiest, but it still has that, what they call mana, that spiritual vibe. Because even though it's a city, it's still kind of untouched. There's places you can go that have not seen, that are like closed off from the general public or tourists, and that are pristine, like haven't been touched by human hands in centuries.
So what is Kawa like? I've heard that people get stupid on it, like they get kind of like lethargic.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I want to
Can't really move.
Yeah. You get kind of numb.
You couldn't move?
Comfortably numb.
Yeah. Well, I love it because I've done it with my mom, and like it's nice to watch her just get kind of stoned a little bit, and I felt it to her. I'm like, I'm gonna stay right here.
So some people drink kava because they don't want to drink alcohol or they're in recovery or whatever. So
it's a good replacement.
Yeah, it kind of tastes like dirt, right? Ooh. It tastes like a dirt. And then, so I have ADD.
You gotta mix that up right.
Oh, well. I'm like, it tastes like dirt, right?
Lovely.
It smells so. Well, I have ADD.
Mix it with chocolate.
That's not a bad idea. So
And matcha too.
when you have ADD, like sometimes stuff like that has the opposite effect or whatever. I don't know, man. All I know is I drank it and I woke up like 8 hours later on my friend's couch with her cat just staring at me. It was very weird. I was like, dude,
side effects. That's a good side effect.
I guess.
That sounds like a cool scene from a movie. They could put that as a scene in the movie.
I guess. It was kind of freaky, man. I was hanging out.
Well,
like,
you weren't naked. You were full of clothes.
And my butt didn't hurt, so that's a good sign.
That's weird how... I've never heard a woman say that, because I know what that reference is to. Usually it's the guy going...
Well, the other way is just
did
sad.
Any butt stuff oh, no, women would probably think, did any butt stuff happen? But a guy would be thinking, oh, no. Something more like...
I think we crashed the threshold, Larry, man. Anal sex is out the door, right?
Well, once you do... I don't really see that. I don't really see how a guy could go back. But see, that's... see?
How did we go from kava and matcha to the anal sex?
Yeah, well, see,
fall asleep with a cat 8 hours later.
Actually, I don't know. Now I want to know what kava you were on.
Good shit.
Because I couldn't really move. But
you couldn't move.
I don't know. You know what I do when I'm on something? I like to take it on. So
okay,
maybe that's the thing. Whatever I'm on, I like to just take it on.
Total immersion.
So like,
So
do 4 lines of coke.
I
Right?
usually, I regret the last time when I didn't. I should have jumped in that pool. I really should have. But you know what? I always end up at the same kava bar in Hawaii, and I just sit there for a while. I like to just get numb and then watch stuff happen. Like all of a sudden, someone will start playing live music, and I'm just like, I zone out the rest of the world. It's nice. Sometimes
you're such a fascinating person.
And I'll be on that cop. I'm like, man, how did I get front row at this concert?
And it's just like a homeless park that he wandered into or something.
That has happened, and I'm like, wait, there's homeless
that sounds like being stoned.
Homeless people in Hawaii are a lot different because it's like, man, I could really see being homeless. Like this is
easy.
But it's probably not as fun as it looks.
No.
Yeah.
But better than like New York City where it's cold and you're gonna freeze to death.
And I don't know what kind of benefits you get in Hawaii, but it's probably makes you feel more free. I guess maybe if you're out there.
So my day job, I work in addiction and with the homeless, and I did it in Hawaii too.
Awesome.
And the thing that sucks is there's a lot of homeless in Hawaii. I don't know if you got to see it, especially on Oahu, like tons. Not as much as like the Tenderloin or anything, and the thing that sucks is on an island there's nowhere for them to go. So when they sweep them, move the tent city or whatever, they just go somewhere else. It's just truly like nowhere for them to go, unless they have like a ticket somewhere.
I did have you in there as something you do as an occupation. See where What you do? Maybe that was it. Yeah.
You, LinkedIn.
Oh, a family group. That's what that was. A family group. Kaiser and all that. Is that what you were mentioning?
I don't know, but that is what I do
phone number
for a day job.
Kids. It's all kids though.
No, mostly homeless. Just all like whatever.
All ages of
all
homeless.
ages. Yeah.
Exactly. There should not be homeless kids.
I know.
All that. 3-worded number.
So I have a kind of a
CPS.
Kind of a simple question. So do you think a lot of the homeless problem is due to mental illness or addiction or societal problems? Or what do you think it is that causes so much?
And what percentage is by choice?
I would say 0.0002.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to be on the streets. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, there's no part of it that's fun.
Okay.
I think, to be honest with you, a lot of the folks on the streets, I would say 99% have severe trauma. And that can manifest into addiction. That could manifest into mental health. Sometimes both. Sometimes one leads into the other.
So it's like this rabbit hole of just despair.
Yeah. And it's just like, you know, as I get older, I've noticed, like, there's just no answer. And I don't feel comfortable giving an answer. Like, I've been doing this for years. People ask me to throw my voice behind, like, policy work and things like that. I'm really scared to do that because I don't know what the answer is. And I'll go on these dates with these dudes, and they're just like, yeah, I know what we need to do. I have the answer. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, my God.
I think it's I think there's a lot of nuance to it, so I don't think you can...
So much nuance to it. Like, for instance, like, a lot of people think providing housing is going to solve a lot of problems, right? But a lot of folks now on the streets are using opioids, and if they use in a house by themselves, they'll die. Mm-hmm. Or they're so delusional that they can't stay in the house because they think, like, spiders are crawling around.
The reality is probably shot.
Yeah. So, like, you're going to give them a house and they're going to what? Stay there? Like, a lot of them fall out of housing. It's just a really complicated issue. And it takes a lot of, like, compassion and understanding. Mm-hmm. But it also takes a really good sense of humor. Like, you have to be, like, really able to make this stuff funny to you or you'll just go crazy.
There should be comedy for homeless. Like, I used to feed the homeless with street churches.
Yeah.
We should have homeless street comedy.
That'd be great.
I mean, they could feed them too. So I mean, because certain people, I see people that when I do the street church, are like, I just give them my food because ain't nobody. A lot of these guys are not trying to do the worshiping and because they're first getting introduced to it. So it's probably kind of awkward.
And you don't want it to be a transaction. Yeah, like, hey, I'm only going to give this to you if you do something for me, and you go to this church.
Because because that's still a good thing, but people need their outlets. Also, if maybe they're not feeling it, maybe the comedy would lead them toward that. Be like, hey, that comedy thing was really good. You know what? I also want to go see Jesus.
That's quite a leap.
But because that makes sense. What I don't get is comedy in jails like that. That's the thing that's going on now. The comedy in jails. Yeah. There's some great people I know that are a part of that, but it's maybe the prisons, but the jail. It's like, gosh, you might laugh a little bit and like, oh, back to this. Or am I wrong there? Like,
I don't know. I mean,
you need to stay in that fight, right? I mean,
I'm all about providing relief to anyone that needs it.
You get those moments of laughter, and then I think music is more appropriate.
Maybe.
But comedians are just like
Johnny Cash style.
Yeah, cause it's I could just imagine they're laughing it up, and then the comedians go and they're like, that was
back to myself.
So I could just imagine
solitary confinement.
Afterward, later, probably having a good time. Then afterwards, like, oh, so that was funny, right? That was funny, making us laugh. So we gotta come back to this hellhole. Yeah, I see how it is. Okay, hey,
time to riot.
Hey, Charlie, and then they go stab someone because it's like, hey,
so you think comedy can lead to Jesus and stabbings?
So you go from laughing to shank a bitch?
No, I'm more confused with the jail comedy. But I think the homeless people could use some comedy.
Well, yeah, laughing releases endorphins.
Well, because imagine that, like,
but people I get what he's saying. People get hyped up.
Imagine the jail people that are actually maybe from the streets of homeless. When they get out, they're like, man, I can't wait to go hit up that comedy again. Yeah.
And then we
They
get shamed.
replace one
So now we're in
addiction with
murder.
another.
Well, it depends on the comedian.
I think
Yes.
I think if I could translate what Luke is saying, he's basically saying that humor may help with the trauma, or maybe the humor heals the soul. I guess is what you're saying.
Comedian jokes for the soul.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think music is good.
Yeah.
Music
is universal. Yeah,
good,
universal.
though, yeah, keep the music in there.
That's
yeah.
universal.
Yeah.
They need that. They need to go. Maybe they could go. You know what? This inspires me to pick up a guitar. They don't need to be. Oh my gosh! Imagine if inmates thought to themselves, you know what? This inspires me to tell jokes. Then even more fights, even more killings. Well, because maybe
I don't know about
maybe
this.
the jokes don't fly, and they're like, and imagine if they're like, hey, didn't you get the light? What light?
The light.
Come on, this is jail. It's not a real light. And then they're like, he's going way past his time here.
Yeah, but you know
Stab.
what though? There's some really good ex-criminals who are hilarious comedians. What is his name? I think it's Ali. Cat Williams talked about him in his interview. What's his name? Sadiq? Ali Sadiq?
Wait,
Yeah.
he's
Sadiq.
Well,
He's
there are
ex-criminal,
also,
like-
Ali Sadiq, yeah.
He's hilarious.
well, yeah, there's
pretty
like
funny.
a circuit of comedy called like what felons for
Oh, really?
it's like I think there's every once in a while show with just people comedians with criminal records. I think that's what it is.
Huh. I think that might be really good.
Yeah, no, yeah. I just mean not in the jail, not actually in the jail. Because I mean,
I'd have to see it.
I say the
to
comedians
speak
should
on
write
this.
their jokes if they're in jail. I want to be a comedian. I start writing the jokes, and then when you get outside, it's hey man, say a bad joke in there. And,
Shame.
yeah. At least when you're at an open mic or something, you're like, man, this guy sucks. I'm out of here, or something like that, you know.
It
least-
might build
least
like
you can
emotional fortitude
Or
though.
at least you can go right.
I don't know. Comedy is so damn hard though. It's so hard. People have no idea. At least with music you
Do
can
not try to fight the comedian on stage
what-
unless you're in jail.
So what do you do when you like bomb? My question is because I've been wanting to try it.
Uh-huh.
Like, what do you do when you bomb? Because I'm pretty funny among my friends. I'm not the funniest, but I have a little quips. You know?
Yeah.
I'm a smart ass. You know.
Uh-huh.
What do you do when like you bomb on stage or you forget your material?
You just keep going.
You just have to
And
keep
you
going?
smile. You
Yeah.
never admit that you're
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Never say
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's like
'Cause that's my biggest fear. Like if you go on stage and all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck am I doing here? You know.
I explain it to someone like this. It's
You
kind
do
of
that every single time you go on stage.
I think it's like swimming through lava.
Yeah.
You just got to get to the end, man, or you're just going to drown in the lava.
Yeah.
There's no way through it except through it.
Because I love making my friends laugh, but I just keep thinking if I go on stage, I'm just gonna.
I mean, you
Yeah.
will bomb.
Yeah.
There's no question.
Yeah.
I think that the key is to go on it so much that you
Just get
don't
comfortable.
care that you're bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was I don't know what it was, but there was Jennifer Duncan. Why would you do comedy? Like, what got you into this? Why would you want to do this?
You guys really want to know the story? It's cute.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't think I wrote down there was a story behind this. I don't know.
It's not in your notes. Nobody
Okay,
knows.
okay.
It's a never-ending story. Luke.
So I used to, perform. I went into college to do theater. I trained for mine. I was pre-med, on and on. So I've always loved to perform. I've always loved to make my friends laugh. I'm a pretty theatrical person. You guys have spent some time with me now, that I'm very expressive and all this stuff. And I love to speak and I love to do, I love to perform. So I'm always telling jokes. I'm always, the class clown. Ever since I was little, I would get in trouble. And I've always just been the person that's making everyone laugh, all this stuff. And people have been telling me my whole life that I should do stand-up and I should do comedy. Then I became a single mom, and that really changed my life. I couldn't really do a lot of that. I couldn't do open mics every freaking night.
Isn't it horrible? Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a small child. I just can't do it, right? So I had to put food on the table. I had things to do. And then my daughter, she's now a senior in high school. And she has had some real come-to-Jesus moments with me. And she's like, Mom, you have to do this. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Aw.
This is it. Even if you don't make money, even if you're not successful, just do it.
That's very supportive.
That
Yeah,
is
and
wonderful.
I saw your daughter. Yeah. She
Yeah.
wonders about you.
Yeah. And like there's other friends that have had these come to Jesus talks with me too, and I've just kind of always dismissed it, but now I have the opportunity now that she's graduating high school.
Yeah, I was gonna say she looks older.
Yeah. So now I can really explore
and
this.
you don't need a babysitter anymore.
Right. So now I'm doing it, seeing what's gonna happen. So
Good for you.
Now is when we really start wondering about our moms. It seems like when we become older in life. But she's still, she just graduated high school. So she's
just about to. Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's got her moment.
In
where
probably
she's gonna
May?
need your help.
Yeah.
In May?
Yeah,
Or June?
in May. In May. Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited, and I mean, I'm gonna have a lot. Like, I'm single, so I don't have like these responsibilities. I don't have a partner. I don't have things holding me down. I'm really like quite free.
So no attachments.
Yeah, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
So if you get booked in Las Vegas, you can do that.
I can fucking go. I can do anything.
Good for you.
It's really exciting. It's a whole new lease on life.
Yeah. It's a what? I was thinking about this recently. What made you want? So you wanted a kid? I mean, she seems really awesome.
What made you want a child?
Because I seen her, and it's nice you bring her as part of your clips and videos because she's so awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, you've had her for a while, and you made it through.
Still on the fence about the whole thing, really.
But when you start off, like I was just thinking about people with like an extreme sniffer, only like an extreme smell, not like how Biden he has to go in and take because he has a faint smell. That's why I tried to defend. He has a faint smell, so he has to go in there and really. Sniff. I mean, like if you sniff from a distance, you gotta deal with the poopy diapers.
Oh yeah,
and
it's a lot more than the poopy diaper. It's having a child is a very romantic notion with a very harsh day-to-day reality.
Yeah.
And people have no idea. And it is. Are you a mom?
I am a mom. I have two sons that are 23 months apart. I had two in diapers at the same time for a brief time. I got the older one potty trained as quick as I could. Trust me.
And you're a single mother too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Eddie, you're between two single moms.
Yeah, but I have a lot of respect. For
Although my sons are now 30 and 32.
It's
I think
a lot of work.
I think Eddie's like me in a way. He sounds like he's an ally for the women.
Yeah.
I
Always have been.
I am an ally.
Oh yeah.
For the ladies. I guess it's something I've had to look at.
Yes.
How I'm like, no, these guys are fake allies. The guys with they'll wear the heels to see what it's like to be in a woman's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, that's not keeping it real. You're probably trying to sleep with all those women at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an actual ally. I care about the women's rights there. I mean, if you got to go that far, like, what's next? Let me see what it's like to walk a mile in a women's wonder bra. No, man. Let me see what it's like to walk a mile with a tampon. No, man. Is that showing you really care?
Up their butts?
Yeah. That's no. I don't pander. I go, that's not right. Let me stand up for the women. But like, you do some extra stuff. Like, why would I have to be less of myself?
Yeah,
to
that's
care,
awesome.
To care,
No, I have two nieces, and I helped watch them when they were younger, so I kind of saw a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
they're older now,
But to your point, though, having kids is like it's just so freaking hard, man. And
my dad didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
so
a lot of dads don't want to do it. Yeah. Well, I used to sort of see myself as a victim when I first became a single mom. I was very angry, and now I feel so blessed, and I feel. It's like totally switched, and I feel so lucky. And Sophie's freaking cool. You saw her? Like, my daughter's name is Sophie. She's the coolest.
Oh, I thought we were talking about 90 Day for a moment.
No, my daughter's Sophie, and
she's
she's
cool.
the dopest.
No, there's some cool kids out there. I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, how did you know? You couldn't have.
I didn't know.
Because it's like, my mom, I get it. You were the kids. He seemed like, even right now, I'm a little confused. Like, dang, I guess I have met him. Yeah, I'm like.
You have met him? Just once?
My dad, I'm like, well, a few times, which means 3. I met him, and I'm like, wow, he actually seems like not a bad guy.
Does he?
I don't understand the situation. No, it made me even more confusing because
he seemed normal.
Yeah, it's like, gosh, why can't he be a crackhead? So it could make more sense. I'm like,
Did you call him out?
Bye.
You're like, why didn't you stick around, fuckhead?
I mean, he's come on, it's common sense. I would just let that.
But he clashed. He probably clashed with your mom. I mean, there's probably like some.
What'd your mom say? Yeah.
She probably gave him a list of chores to do, and I mean that's it's no excuse for anything there.
Yeah.
You gotta be there for your. I just don't know why you would impregnate a woman you don't love, but okay. I mean,
so they were never married.
No, they were. I was planned. I was planned, and I could understand what happened here.
So you have no memories of your father then?
No. Well, I remember him. I have memories. 5 years ago. Memories.
When you were little.
Oh no, I have no idea. I was 1.
You don't remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is a dude reaction.
As it is. Yeah.
This is a dude reaction to this. Because if I met my dad for the first time ever, I'd be like, "Where were you, fuckhead?" Like, I wouldn't be able to help myself.
I still don't know if he's like my real dad. I do feel like Tom Hanks can be my real dad, but I've met this guy that's
claiming
said he was my mom and all that. Said he was.
Well, you just go up to him and you go.
Well, but see, I want to do that to Tom Hanks though. So in the meantime,
you can pull harder.
Not Eddie.
No, I'm not his dad.
No. Oh wow. Nobody's
not old enough.
Oh yeah, and old enough. I mean, who knows? But
I would be a cool dad, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. So you would let me smoke the weed as a toddler, right?
Play with the cat. Play with your cat.
Hey, do some lines, kid. You know. Play with the cat. No, not like that, right? But you would forget the not like that part, right? Let me go.
I would try to get along with your mom.
Let me go and abuse that cat, huh? Well, no, but he's a nice single guy here. Single guy.
Yeah, but we're here for the podcast, man.
See how he is? He gets.
You're making it weird.
Yeah, no matchmaking, please.
Gets a little nervous.
I'm not chasing nowhere.
You wouldn't?
I think we're all single. We'll see what happens. You know, life throws you curveballs. You know.
What if this was one of those reality shows? You know,
well, I tried to just survive. I tried to just survive.
Okay. You just got turned down. Okay. Man,
I think he's trying to play matchmaker right now.
I think so.
Well, I mean, that's kind of why I brought you on.
There's no love connection.
The only
yet.
reason.
There's not love connection yet. Okay.
I miss that guy. Yeah. So, Jennifer, 1 year in comedy.
Yeah.
Wow. So you haven't had any areas where you hate it yet. That's 1 year. That's beautiful.
Yeah. And I've bombed pretty spectacularly.
So this was once. Wow. Only once.
No, not more. Many times. I mean, I do well, and then I, don't do well. It just depends. You just gotta eat shit sometimes.
You get like that dead air, like that air.
I mean, I rarely get dead air, but I mean, you know what time it is, right? We all bomb.
Oh, that's why I gave it up.
You gave it up?
Yeah.
You were a comedian at one time, Luke?
Yeah.
Well,
I never saw this side of you, man.
See, exactly. That's one good reason.
I've known him for a few years.
Oh.
This guy doesn't even see the funny. He was like, couldn't imagine how I would do something.
But we've had some spirited talks. He's an interesting. I think you're one of the most interesting men in the world.
Yeah, you're very interesting. I picked up on that immediately.
Yeah,
you went to an AA meeting for shits and giggles.
Well, I needed to drive back home, and it was this Yup Elite party, free food and drinks.
Is this the one you text me about? That one.
Probably.
Yeah.
And Main Street, they might have stuff going on. Actually, I think things were open. It just didn't look open. So I just kept walking, and there was this church, and everyone just seemed so lively. They didn't speak much English, but they seemed very happy and excited. And I had a good time. Which is great because I didn't really talk much at the Yelp Elite dinner thing. So I don't know.
How did you get invited to that?
Oh, I'm an Elite.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the Yelp Elite?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
That's when you review a bunch of places and then they say that you can go to special parties. One of my friends is a housewife.
Your first time around, it doesn't take too much. Jennifer, are you an Elite? No. Are you a Yelp? See, maybe I'm trying
I Yelp a little
venture
bit
towards you being Elite.
Not really.
I do Google Maps and I review on that, and I actually have earned the pin.
Oh, you earned the pin? Yeah.
I don't got time for that
I
shit.
used to work for them. I used to help.
And I donate blood, and I got the 1 gallon pin.
You and Stella would get along. She's very big on the Google review stuff.
Shout out to Stella.
Yes.
Things have got to be pretty shitty for me to review it. And that's really the only time I'm
You just want to do bad reviews. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, mine are funny reviews. I shit on some places.
I don't think what I'm doing is nice.
Yeah, this
Clear.
Stella, what happened there, Eddie?
Oh, no, there's not much to talk about. It's just sometimes you're on different pages with people. That's all.
That's something to talk about.
When was the last really bad review you left?
I was at the Best Buy one time and they wouldn't fix my laptop, and I kind of threw shade on them a little bit.
Huh.
But it was like I got really bad customer service, like because I used to work in customer service in retail back in the days.
Oh, okay.
Like in college or whatever. And it was really bad. Like I'll call it out because I'm very direct. I'll call it out as it is, Because I feel like if you're expected to work and be professional, I don't think that's too much to ask of somebody,
Customers should always come first.
Yeah. And plus you want repeat business. You don't want.
I
people
work in
being
a
disgruntled.
supermarket.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, but it can go both ways too. Sometimes customers can be difficult. Or
Sometimes the customer is wrong.
Like Karens. Sometimes they can be Karens. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no. Why would you expect me to do that?
Yeah.
What is going on here? I mean, the things. Some customers. No, not anal. But actually, no. You said anal? No. But yeah, certain people. It's probably fun more if they go by their name. 'Cause I keep getting reprimanded for calling this woman on 90 Day Fiance anally when I think it's anally. Doesn't that still sound like anal? but no, we're gonna leave that be.
What's the password today? Anal.
There should always be a password for that. But yeah, I did a bad review one time, and I was walking by the restaurant, and the guy of the restaurant said, "Hey!" He was yelling at me. I thought, oh no, I did a bad review of that place. He invited me in to try the food and maybe give a different review.
How did he know you were the reviewer?
Well, my face is on there.
Oh.
So if they really, if you really hit them,
okay,
they're gonna look into that.
Okay.
And then so it was cool. I was like, man, I don't know. I'm kind of glad I did that review. So
was the food good? The second time?
Yes.
Oh, good.
It better have been.
Not even remember what I said before.
Oh, okay. So then you wrote a new review.
Yeah.
Good.
And then I also did reviews about a couple of bars, and so this was a restaurant. So many restaurants are cool.
Did you do one for Sardinis too?
Sardinis, yeah. You know what? You know what's funny? I did.
It's a karaoke bar. In River City.
I did one. It was funny for the Sardinis, and I did one bad review.
Robert probably had a cow over it.
Yeah, he did, and he told me
he's a karaoke owner and DJ.
He tried to apologize and say, "Hey, I don't know, come back." And, he tried to give the same spiel as the restaurant place. So I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Maybe that wasn't right. Yeah, my bad. I'll come back, And then I realized after a little bit of time, man, this place still sucks. So another bad review. I mean,
now the next time they see you, they're just.
I mean, you know what? I was gonna let it be, but then this guy had to kind of.
But Robert's kind of a smug asshole.
He had to dig in and be more of an a-hole. So I was like, yeah, you know what? And it took time before I was like, no, I'm not gonna do a review. Now it's being petty. But then after he kept digging, I was like, yeah, it's time to do a review.
I never had issues with him. I never had issues with him, but I always, because the one thing I don't like in karaoke, I'm sure you deal with this, is stuff that we don't put you up. But what I don't like is when they don't put somebody that I care about, like a friend. And I had a friend, Ryan, one time that he made him wait like 40 minutes to get on, 45 minutes. Yeah. And he never even put him on. Oh, and so sometimes Robert will play favorites. And
I don't. I keep people in order that they give me their song.
And he tends to favor the women.
I'm very good
that
at
happens in comedy too. You get bumped.
He tends to favor the women and people who pay him more or tip more. And
so it's like a serious scene here, the karaoke
It gets kind of clicky. It gets kind of clicky sometimes. But,
sometimes,
Are there people that are just like badass, like professional singers?
I mean, you get
I get some really good singers.
I mean, I would say that I'm amateurly good, but I've never thought I was a professional singer. I never thought it was Pavarotti or.
Yeah, last Thursday at Dave & Buster's, my show, I had a lady that sang, and she's a professional singer.
Yeah, Robert is too.
And so if you go on my Facebook, it's Carla Re West. You can look at you can look at my different videos and stuff. And I have another girl, her name is Baj, and I forget her last name. It's Galanero or something like that. She's auditioning for American Idol this weekend.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I have a couple buddies who are doing that for comedy.
So I've got a lot of really good singers. Then I've got a lot of average singers, which is fine too. I always encourage people to clap for everyone, no matter their level of singing.
God, I would hope so.
Yeah, I always do. And then if they don't clap, I'm like, all right, if you don't clap, I'm going to make you buy a round for the bar, and then they clap.
But then there's also
that's cool. That's different than. So there's a guy, he's called the Jose, and if he...
The Jose?
Yeah, the Jose. And if he does, if you... This is what he said, if there's something, maybe a song that offends people or anything that offends people, he's gonna, you might get beat up.
Oh, wow.
He offended me because I was friends with you. And
By him?
Yeah.
That's
by whom?
I don't think he meant by him, because that would be very awkward. Like, bro.
Well, and then why would they keep him hired there?
You're like, bro, this does not.
But he's very cranky.
Keep going.
He's very cranky.
Keep trying.
He's old and cranky.
They still roll with it. But that buy drinks for the bar, that makes more sense. Like,
I always try and bring humor
Yeah,
and just let them know that it's polite to clap for everyone.
How do you not?
I know
some people are just like.
No.
But I think karaoke should be fun, should be accessible to everybody, and it should also be like, to just keep it in perspective. We're just here to have a good time.
Exactly.
And we're here to be among friends or family.
Some people just take it so seriously that they're like.
But also sometimes the KJs also get very like, So
that's
it goes both ways,
Yeah, that's why we got Carla on here, right? What makes a bad KJ?
Personality, number one. And poor selection of songs. I know some KJs only use Carafun, which is fine, but I have both. I have an external hard drive that I have over 200,000 songs on. Wow. Plus, I use Carafun just as a backup if I don't have the song they want on my external hard drive.
So you bring all the music?
Oh, I have all my own equipment, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I got one I guess someone commented, they just don't care for that kids can participate in your karaoke shows. I mean, is there? Which I think
at Dave and Buster's.
I don't hate kids that much.
Yeah, at Dave and Buster's, children are allowed until 10 p.m. My show is 8 to midnight. Yeah. So children under 21 can be there until 10 o'clock, and then after that, it's over 21. But I had one of my friend's grandsons is only like 6 years old, and oh my God, he can sing.
Yeah, you can't judge.
I would give kids an education with my songs.
Yeah.
So does he have like a voice of an angel or a little angel?
He was like a small Michael Jackson, I would say.
Oh wow, like a little Bruno Mars.
Yeah, very good singer.
She just means he would touch them.
Wait till you.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Neverland.
I'm saying, kids, wait till you grow.
That was a dark documentary.
Because I've seen the most embarrassing thing lately.
Yeah, and the girl.
Kids Bop going on tour. Stop it.
The gal that's Baj, the lady that's going and auditioning for American Idol. She's, I want to say, 20 or 21.
Is she Filipino or?
She's Filipino. Yeah.
Ah, he's interesting.
How did you know that?
Yeah.
Is she single?
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
no.
I just know she's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
So there's a
Cool.
couple of, I took a couple of videos of her a few weeks in a row because she comes to all of my shows. So
That's one of my favorite things on YouTube is seeing people cover like
Yeah.
regular singers, like
Yeah.
regular, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they do a better job than the actual singer.
yes,
I wonder what the singers think. They're probably like,
Yeah.
"Fuck
A
you,
lot
little
of
kid."
times people like say somebody covers a Carrie Underwood on American Idol. Often she does do a tweet saying, "Oh my God, that was such a beautiful version," or something like that.
Oh.
We'll say it.
Well, all sorts of different artists, but I was just using Carrie Underwood as an
Okay,
example.
Okay.
Interesting. So they
I,
don't
I
hate.
like Kelly Clarkson.
No,
It's good.
yeah,
There's something
I had
about.
beef with Andy Milonakis before.
Oh, you met him before?
No, I had beef with him on Twitter.
Beef?
Yeah. He was,
What kind of beef?
back in the day, he didn't like me.
Why?
He said a lot of stuff, and then I guess he's famous. Well, he was at the time. So when I said something back, I got banned.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm not famous.
oh,
I didn't do a podcast back then. Oh yeah, what were you saying?
There's something about like America Got Talent or American
Yeah.
Idol that I don't know, when someone comes from a really hard background and they sing like so amazing, I literally cry. I think
Yeah.
it's so inspirational.
Well,
yeah, me
It's one of
too.
the few times like I feel like
There was that Hawaiian guy. I don't know if you saw him. He was kind of heavy.
Yeah.
as fuck,
Tongi?
and he was singing for his family. and
oh
stuff.
my
I'm
god.
Tongi. Right?
Yeah, yeah. I
He's gonna
think,
be
I
at
think his
the,
dad passed or
Tongi,
something.
yeah.
he's gonna be at the San Mateo
Yeah.
Fairgrounds.
Yeah,
He was pretty
Oh, really?
good. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I watch all those shows
And
too.
he
Good for him.
did
I like the voice.
somewhere,
I like the voice too.
somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
He couldn't. Well, you mean another guy saying that?
No, Tongi.
Gosh darn it! He just took from another Hawaiian guy. I mean, unless
Yeah.
that was a tribute.
I think it was.
Even-
It what
Paul
from
knows
Is
that.
maybe.
Yeah.
But he was really
Is
talented,
was the
though.
original
Yeah.
guy.
I liked all those
Yeah.
shows.
It's
Okay.
real,
Yeah, okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
You would
voice
know.
is awesome
Yeah.
because they don't have an age
I like the
limit.
voice too. Yeah.
They play that damn song so much in Hawaii. I hate that song now.
Oh, that's all.
I'm like, oh my god, somewhere over the rainbow.
That's bad.
Where are my
Because
earphones?
they play it at my work so much, I don't like it. You know, but,
Where do you work exactly?
it's a supermarket.
Where? You don't want to say?
It's called it's over in the
Lucky San
You
Carlos.
think people are gonna come follow you?
I know where it is.
You gotta say what it is, but it rhymes with plucky.
I mean, he wants to say it. That's fine. I just don't know what
I've seen you working in there, by the way. Lucky San Carlos.
I just don't know what I can say because I've done things. You know.
Like what?
I've done some things.
To the customers or to the employer?
Yes.
Okay, mental note. Don't go to
He's
that.
taking the fifth.
Look, you're
Plucky.
not
Well,
that bad, man.
actually, I am the kind of guy that you would want helping you. You know, I would be the guy that makes it
Happen?
lucky.
Ah,
I actually thought he was a manager for the longest time. I thought for the longest time you were like the front manager or something.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna stop talking to me after
Yeah,
that.
nah.
I thought you were just talking to me
No,
because
no,
you
man.
thought I was the manager for a while.
Yeah.
You would realize how bad of a
Well, I've
job
seen
it
you working
is.
there before.
It's probably not too much of a upgrade pay.
How long have you been there?
Fortunately, at least 5 years. At least,
And what'd you do before that?
Oh man, I had so many fun jobs. Well, there was security. I was doing a lot of that, and then there was I was working in restaurants. It became lame after I worked in. I would work in one certain restaurant a lot. The pandemic ruined actually the restaurant business.
Yeah.
I had an app on my phone that made it so much fun. It was an app called Paired Pros.
Okay.
And what it was, you get all these restaurants just they need people, so there's just like a
Oh.
list of jobs for the day. And you just click on it and you go, and they don't have to see you again.
Oh my
You
god,
just
that
go
sounds like a
and-
disaster.
Well, the good thing it's also
Like you don't know the tables, you don't know the floor, you
it's
don't
also
know the
a
menu.
bid for pay though. It because sometimes you see a certain place, you're like, yeah, let me wait a little bit, and the pay will go up and up and up till someone takes it.
Oh.
And that was kind of
Holy
fun because
crap.
I
Wow.
would.
So this was people that are
So-
real desperate.
Before this, part of working there was like I want to see what it's like to stick to a job because my whole thing was I like to stay busy, I like to stay entertained. So with that Paired Pros, I would go to so many different restaurants.
Yeah. Very stimulating.
Yeah, and trying different foods.
yeah.
And I worked.
You're not supposed to try different foods,
Yeah.
but he definitely
Yeah,
tried
I used to wait
different foods.
tables. I used to wait
it
tables.
happens.
So I have to tell you a story. All right.
Do it,
So
yeah.
I used to wait tables for a very long time in Hawaii. I took a break from my field, working with the homeless, and I waited tables. And it's a very high volume place in Hawaii. It's kind of like Vegas that way. So I did some banquet serving for a second there too. And I completely freaked out because I'm used to like doing serving, like, you know, fun, you know, talk, you know, relate to people, get good tips. But the banquet serving, you're kind of just like furniture.
Oh.
And you just have to stand there and be really fancy.
I have done that, yeah.
I don't know how you handle it.
I've done it before too.
I hated
it. It's a lot
it.
better than just being a regular server.
I don't think so. I was standing there and I was like, oh my God, I'm a slave. Oh my God, all these hundreds of years of my ancestors coming out of slavery, and I'm right back to it. I'm a house slave. And I would just like freak out.
So you felt like Kaepernick.
Yeah, well, plus, I guess the outfit kind of makes you feel that way too.
Yeah,
give you, like,
and just like not being able to talk to people and having to look away. It just was very
outfit
fucking
is kind of
weird.
like, like a servant.
House slave.
Outfit. Yeah.
It was bad. I did not handle it well. I got fired. Like, I told this one girl at an event, I said, dude, my goal at this event is to do as little as humanly fucking possible. And she went and told the boss, and they didn't have me back after that.
Oh.
What a narc, huh?
Yeah, that's why I'm not allowed at outside lands anymore. Wow. Narcs, yeah, you're not cool. I mean, see, this is where people got to differentiate snitches. I feel like
they get stitches, you know?
Yeah, and sometimes that's good, free healthcare. But the thing is, a snitch to me is someone that just tells when they don't need to. Tells on something that's
she didn't need to.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Tells on something that's petty. You know, your next door neighbor's diddling kids. Tell on that person. Yeah, that's the person you tell on, and no one should berate that person for a snitch. Gosh, I've seen some people on Nextdoor. They actually like,
my God.
well, are you really sure that person did? Because, and even if they did, you know, we should feel bad. They have a sickness. I'm like, wow, you're not seeing all these facts here, and
Nextdoor is a weird place.
A lot of stuff this person's being accused, and then there's the accusation, and then there's the convictions. You know,
I got invited, but they were like, "Do you want to tell other people in their neighborhood that you're here?" And it's like Nextdoor is kind of creepy in a way.
It's weird. There's a lot of like. So I live in Pleasanton. There's a lot of Karens.
Yeah, Pleasanton is totally Karen.
There's like an undertone of racism.
It's very Indian over there too, right?
Very Indian, yeah.
My store headquarters is out there. I love the fair. Pleasanton Fair.
Oh yeah, Alameda County Fair.
Pirates of Emerson.
It's so expensive though. The fair.
Have you been to the Pirates of Emerson?
No, what is that?
It's a haunted house in Pleasanton.
Everything is just like an excuse to charge people so much money for like weird corn dogs.
That's why you. Oh, I don't know about the corn. Okay, but I mean, parking wise, that's why you park in the business area.
I mean, I fucking live there and walk to these events, and I'm still like, oh my God.
Did you ever go to Baroni's when it was open in Pleasanton? Or?
I don't know. Where is it, downtown?
I think it's downtown, yeah.
I don't know.
One of my friends lives out there and told me that they used to have like the white parties and everything.
Well, I'm tired of having to spend so much money for just like the smallest bit of entertainment. Like during Christmas, they had that light show in, I think it was in San Jose. You know that light
Christmas
thing?
In the park.
Yes! And I went, my daughter and I went, and we stood in line, and I was like, oh, surely this will be free. Oh, no, I was wrong. There was like...
No, if you walk around on Market Street,
No, not Christmas in the Park. It was at the PayPal... Enchanted. So then, so we show up.
Let me know how it is. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Dude, I showed up and I'm like ready to just like walk in because like surely this will be free. It's fucking lights. Like what could they possibly charge? So there was a ticket line. So I was like, okay, there's tickets. Oh, this is going to be $20. And even that is going to kill my soul.
It was not worth it.
So we stood in line and there was a young couple in front of us. And I was like, hey guys, how much is this? And they're like, oh, it's $44 a piece.
What?
And if you want to ice skate, it's like $15 more. And I was like, what? And me and my daughter, like I've trained her well. She was like, excuse me?
It's like, oh, hell no.
We just started freaking the fuck out. And the couple is just like laughing at us. And I asked him, I was like, are you guys on a date? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, you're going to pay for this? You guys are going to pay for this right now? You should go to dinner.
Yeah, shut up, I'm trying to get laid.
It's like you're throwing shade. You're throwing shade.
Yeah, I was like, you need to go to dinner. This is a waste of money. And we just kind of like looked through the gate. And I was like, Sophie, do you think we should do this? Come on, we drove all this way.
Yeah.
She's like, no, Mom. I don't feel good about this. This is insanity.
I mean, do they at least have a Santa?
I don't fucking know. I didn't get in.
You know what's weird? It is open past Christmas.
Is it?
So I just don't know what they could possibly.
Is it open now?
Well, no,
It's
probably
But my
probably till
First week.
January
Yeah,
1st
but
or
my
something.
question is,
Yeah.
what do you get for those $44? Do you get
Lights.
Do you get like Will Ferrell in the elf costume?
Lights and a hand job.
No.
Well,
That's a pretty cheap one.
I flew to Kansas City, Missouri for Christmas, and I went to Union Station. And
Okay.
they had a light thingy which you had to pay to get in, but it was only like 18 or 20
Okay.
a person.
That's
I mean, the
Yeah.
That's more reasonable. That's more reasonable.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
PayPal
Do you have a
thing.
caller?
Isn't
Oh,
it-
yeah. How do I do this?
I'm gonna do it from this.
Oh. All right. I was
All
about
right,
to talk
so-
about Yosemite.
All right, caller, you're on. What's really happening?
Hi, this is Stella.
Oh, Stella.
Yes.
Eddie, Stella.
What's up, Stella? How are you?
Well, I'm well. I got time off for injury at General Hospital. I got cut. So I'm kind of like in limbo with workers' comp or not.
Okay.
So I had the time.
So we could talk about this now.
Call in the Edge Studios today.
You two had an issue, right?
No, hey, Stella,
I miss you so
Stella,
much,
all I wanted to say
Paul.
was,
You're my favorite engineer.
Okay,
Sound
hey-
engineer, that is.
hey, Stella,
Thank you.
all I wanted to say is that I think it's good when men and women have differences, and I think it's good for us to conversate and talk it out. And with all respect and with all positive energy, I just wanted to tell you that I appreciate you, and that it's good for men and women to have differences and to have conversations and keep an open line. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, I had to defend my boss because I know why he did what he did.
Uh-huh.
He tried to trigger me to reduce the amount of workers because that's the way they've been doing it in the city and county of San Francisco with PSTs for the longest time. They pick and choose the undesirables from public housing who are homeless, who are in shelters, and then they see how much pressure you can take. They train you. They put you through all the classes. They see if you can hack it. They give you all the therapy in the world. Everything is free, right? So it's up to you to take the initiative to better yourself and use all these EBT, CAP, and CalFresh benefits to your betterment. And if you don't, that's on you. And that goes for women and men.
Okay, Jennifer knows about that. Yeah, everyone wants to chime in. She actually worked with the homeless.
Yeah, I mean,
Men, don't get me wrong. The men seem to hate me.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what it is, but
We're still on the net.
they seem to want to compete with me, and we're not in the same league. We don't compete. We are teammates, and I don't believe that it should be a us versus them situation. The battle of the sexes is over. The battle of the sexes was won and lost in the 70s.
Well, I think we're
Now,
supposed to be part. I think we're
now
supposed to be
it's time
partners.
to work together.
Eddie's saying we should be partners.
We're supposed to be teammates, yeah, and work together.
Because males and females both have something to contribute to the pot.
It's a yin and
It's
yang.
not just one dominates over the other.
So Stella, I was asking Jennifer, what do you think is the root cause of hopelessness like that you see in San Francisco? What do you think is why are there so
Can you
many
repeat
homeless?
the question louder? Because it's really hard to hear over this
So
microphone.
what do you think is the cause for some of the homelessness that you see in the city? What do you think it is that causes so much homelessness out here?
It's a lot of money in rehabilitation. So much money in rehabilitation, it's not funny. So to keep us in rehab is basically making us codependent upon the system, which is socialism, and making it this thing that the Republicans have colored it. You know, it's not that we want you to be dependent upon the system for the rest of your life. You're supposed to take these skills and grow. So they're starting to limit how much aid they give people. We're on to people now. It's not forever for the rest of your life anymore. They have
True.
made new restrictions. There's limits now, time limits. And if you don't respond within certain times to this document or that, that's when they get you. You slipped up. Now you lost your lease. You've been given 30 days notice to pay or quit. You can't ignore the notices anymore. They are pertinent to your survival, and it used to be you could just ignore it. They have served me. No, once you go into public housing, you waive your right to be served. You're getting a free handout from the government now. We could come in and enter your unit whenever we fucking want because you gave us the permission when you signed the lease. It's different. If you earned it on your own, it's different. Now you have the law on your side. Now they need to show probable cause. Now they need to have a warrant. So it's different when you are poor, right? So I would be the best jailhouse lawyer you have outside of jail.
Oh, we're just talking
On
about
this
jail too. Is that right? They could just. Well, I mean, I guess they own the place. They could just kick you out at any time. Right?
So,
Any more questions?
Oh, it sounds like we got one, Jennifer.
so in my experience, like,
Anything like that?
Okay, let's go for it. All right, Jennifer, you're gonna chime in on.
Okay.
mine's not a question.
The aging facilities. I think it's DAA. I don't know all the acronyms. I forget over time because I'm getting there too. I'm getting old. Believe it or not, I'm perimenopausal now. I'm going through the changes. At my
Menopause.
age,
It keeps you warm though.
And you know what? I look forward to being more like a man. Then my emotions won't get in the way.
I feel like menopause is a nice
I'm
blanket
really
for us
looking
now.
forward to the hormones not affecting my feelings.
When you get there someday.
I'm close.
To be honest. So, back to the subject. If you really need help, right there on 6th Street, just before the freeway, at Harrison and Bryant, between Harrison and Bryant, to the right, as you're going to the freeway, right? There is the sheriff's department. You need anything, you go there. They will hook you up with a stipend for a uniform. They'll hook you up with boots. They hook you up with, workers, attire, Carhartts, Ben Davis, Dickies, whatever. They'll give it to you. Tools, you need it, they give it to you. There is no excuse to fail anymore. There is so much support. You can't fail. It's up to you. You gave up. We didn't give up on you. We have support for everybody. Even the aging, disability, aging, they have, that's the most difficult for me because they can't advocate for themselves like children in CPS.
What about Gaza and Israel? Let's talk about world peace.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, are we on that?
Thank you, Stella.
Thanks, Stella. Love you.
Okay, can I chime in now?
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
please,
home before you
please.
call me, man.
All right. Jennifer has something she wanted to say.
Okay.
Finally.
Yeah, you're good.
So what's interesting is the people that are in the know, who really do this work full time, who've been doing it for many, many years, never are that confident on the phone. So that's kind of how you know when you're talking to someone, if they're so sure that they have all the answers, they usually don't, right? So, I mean, it's just, this is a very complicated issue. And as a lot of the homeless are starting to age out of the system, a lot of them, so we were running across, I used to be a director of a shelter in the city.
Oh, wow.
And some of the things that we were seeing were people that were so traumatized and had so much trauma, they couldn't even remember who they were. And they had so much mental illness, they couldn't even speak. So they're nonverbal. So you're not going to put that person into a job. You're not going to put that person into, they need an excessive amount of care. There's people that don't fit into those guidelines, that can't lift themselves out. There's just, it's unrealistic to expect that. And those are the people that end up on the streets. Those people that are talking to themselves.
Categories.
Yeah.
One time I was in a mental home, and
How was that?
it was a trip because
Cuckoo's Nest, huh?
I couldn't figure out who was who. He was a nymphomaniac, and there was one was a girl and one was a boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that because I was a kid. Just bro, I don't even understand what's going on right now because like I said, I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I don't want you, dude, but I don't understand what she's got going on because, like I said, I was a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was with the people that was itching themselves and seeing things.
So they had ticks or whatever.
Yeah, but that aren't really there. But then you get your one person that you're going with. But the weird thing is they threw me in with addicts. So I ain't never touched any drugs yet.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet at that age. But yeah, it was because it was I guess he's meant to be on that side. That side was just a open door, and next thing you know, wait, what? That's all it took? This place is all connected. But they gotta know where to place people.
Yeah. It's just not as easy as saying people. It's
Well,
just
there's
not.
there's no blanket statement or blanket thing, right?
I just let people talk because it's a very controversial subject, and I just I've had dates walk out on me and
Really?
stuff. Oh yeah.
Over that?
I mean, okay, this is my pet peeve, okay? You guys ready? This is some deep Jennifer lore here. I don't like to be mansplained to, and especially when it comes to like something I know. So I'll listen to people, whatever. Once they start mansplaining to me my field of expertise, I tend to like go, no, you're wrong. No, you're dead ass wrong. No. And I start spitting the facts. That's not mature. I've gotten a lot better at it. It doesn't do anything. It just makes people more entrenched in their views too. It doesn't do shit.
Do so my view is I have a hard time when people say, well, the times are getting tougher. Well, the economy's getting tougher. When I feel like it's kind of an excuse. Mm-hmm.
Homeless people, there's a lot. It's trauma
for the certain people we're talking about that have more like bad behaviors. So not just like regular homeless, or more like someone that has bad behavior doing it. Like say like you're someone that's constantly stealing, that sort of person.
Yeah, I mean, like people running into stores and just stealing shit and leaving. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that at all. But there are things that like you can tell that there's a pressure on society that wasn't there before. For instance, so there used to be on average yearly, I think it was like 130 incidences on planes. Now there's 5,700 on average a year. Because people are just like upset, they're angry, they're broke.
The pandemic made people really whacked out.
I mean, there's just like, and people just freaking out like in public.
I think like people say, well, there's always been crime, there's always been people acting out. Yeah.
It's worse now.
But I feel like we just got to keep tabs on things because I'm sure things used to be crazy, and then we get lazy and not try to contain that craziness anymore and go, we get soft on it, and then it starts up again. So things used to be. Things always been a little crazy, but you still got to keep it contained,
That's true. I think, but there's like this. I don't know, like people are just really disgruntled because things are so hard, like people are just more on edge, and they're just.
I think the people are fed up.
Yeah, but they don't know who to take it out on, so they're taking it out on each other.
By the way, let me mansplain this. It's not about being right. it's not about being right or wrong. I think it's about us talking about things.
Yeah.
Eddie actually had a poem. Had a poem there.
Should I?
Yeah. Is it about this?
No, it's something about art.
Okay.
It's called The Last Great Generation X. We were the last great generation. No streaming with subtitles and closed caption. We use a yellow phone book to call on rotary phones. No mundane Google searches or smart cell phones. Cassettes, maps, and retrieving her phone number in blue pen writing. No GPS, social media, internet history browsing. Less stress, anxiety, overanalyzing, and thinking. Less filters, angles, and Instagram attention hoarding. More love, affection, acceptance, kindness, and independence. No hate, intolerance, bullying, unwelcoming, and codependence. Simpler times with way less complicated interpersonal relationships. More self-reflection, self-value, self-work, and self-healing alongside rewarding, healthier relationships. No sex bots, brain chips, and AI sentient big brother watching us in secret. Just you, your own inner journey, and going all in on your self-bet. Written for Generation X and anyone else who feels lost in the present.
Man, them sex bots though.
Sex bots.
That was good.
Thank you.
What a way to chef in your penis. Because they're metal.
Yeah.
Metal.
I was inspired by a friend who keeps telling me that she wants to go back in the past and relive her younger days, but I don't want to do. It's kind of like the movie Big. I don't want to relive. I mean, I want to see it again, but I don't want to go back to being. I feel like that journey that I had in the past helped me to be here in the present. So I don't want to relive my past again, but I can understand what she's saying is that she misses the old days.
It sucks to be that person because I do too.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that way. I bring it to a logical level because I just bring it to. There's no way going back.
Yeah.
You just strive for whatever you feel was good about the past. Keep on trying to keep it going. You got to realize you're in the moment.
Well, I call it the what if Back to the Future scenario because I don't think I want to go back and have my mom kiss me, you know.
Yeah.
But I definitely would want to see my parents again when they were younger.
Yeah, maybe I'm going back to that because my mom wants kisses. And I'm like, I should give her a hug.
You should give her kisses.
Hug your mom, Jennifer?
I mean, my mom's not a big hugger, but I hug my daughter a lot.
Okay.
Maybe I am traumatized. So I actually used to kiss her kids on the lips.
But let me ask you this: do you think times have changed so much, like she was saying about after the pandemic, that I think we've lost our way as people or human beings?
Yeah, but in fact, I miss the '60s. So well, I mean, yeah, the world.
You're not old enough to remember the '60s.
I don't know if you know. There's a group
something's-
called the Fleetwoods.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
See, you know my time then. I saw them in person. Great people.
But yeah, no,
Maybe he's a vampire.
I'm much older than you.
Maybe he's a vampire.
Like Keanu Reeves?
maybe
Like Keanu
that's-
Reeves?
Somebody.
Maybe that's why I'm so rough. You know. Yeah. Oh, actually, I did think about some things with Carla here. So as karaoke, are R. Kelly songs appropriate? We're just gonna do a bunch of R. Kelly songs.
Actually, last Thursday I had someone sing one R. Kelly song, and when he was singing it, I know I don't like R. Kelly. I know what he's done, but every time there was a swear word or any bad word, he would not say it. He just skipped over it. But that's the only one that's been played at my show that anyone's requested to sing.
Was it Bump and Grind?
No, he was Mexican, I think.
Was it Bump and Grind? Was it Bump and Grind?
What did you assume?
You know, I know those people.
I saw somebody recently
It's
do
so
Bump and
hard
Grind.
because
yeah.
R. Kelly songs are so good.
Oh, okay.
Step in the Name of Love.
I mean,
Yeah.
how do you, or Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
You're just not going to listen to Thriller ever again? Oh!
No, because MJ, I had no proof on MJ. None.
You don't think?
Except some whiny kids.
Have you watched the documentary, man?
Yeah.
Whiny.
Yeah, that documentary was
I
disturbing.
watched it and it was painfully untrue.
Specific? You don't believe it?
No, because I know that when I die, and me and Michael are going to be together. How about
Not in a good
So this
way.
isn't like a negative thing. I don't think. What if Milli Vanilli songs? Does anyone do those?
No, I've never had anyone.
Blame it on the rain.
Well,
Not even Billy Vanilli.
I was going to say the songs, they would lip sync. So yeah, no.
So I was thinking of something like maybe he's probably better singing than I am. So I was thinking,
Okay.
maybe it would have. Is this a good idea? Having someone in the background like Eddie, maybe sitting on a chair, or maybe just chilling up against the wall, while someone has the mic and just he's the one singing, but there's someone else on the mic.
That would get a laugh for like 2 seconds.
And I still
Yeah.
wanted to make noise as I did that. I could relate to deaf people.
Yeah.
But I think it's also deaf and mute. They just make noise.
3 seconds.
Yeah, just
Laughter.
Yeah, no one's ever.
Would-
I have a
would
lot
that
of
be
people who
something
are
cool?
shy about singing and they want to sing at their seat. And I bring them their mic. I have 3 wireless mics, which most KJs only have 1 or 2. But I have 3 wireless mics plus my nice wired mic that looks like this from the 1950s.
That was
Oh.
a gift.
Yes, that was a Christmas gift. And also I have the stand that's authentic 1950s.
Dude, the last time I did karaoke, I got hammered.
Was it fun?
Well, hold on. And I
Good
did
start.
Whitney Houston.
Oh wow.
Like the hardest song that's ever been done.
Dolly Parton song.
Yeah.
And I Will Always
And-
Love You.
Yeah, and I did it in front of like some enemies of mine, and it was bad.
Frenemies or just enemies?
No, enemies, actual enemies, and it was they booed me,
Really?
Mm.
That sounds like a good time out.
and that's the end of my story.
See? But
Wow.
in my
But
mind,
that took guts though.
they booed you. Like they were your booze.
I mean, I think there was some booze,
So
like
ma-
some
so-
actual booze.
So major shade thrown your way.
Oh God,
Yeah.
it was bad. And then like in the middle of the song lasted a really long time. I was like, when will it end? I actually said that.
I've
You
had
just gotta
had
go
people
through it.
say
You still
that
got
they
the
want
respect.
no. I've had some people say, you know what, I don't want to sing anymore, and then I just fade out the music.
See, I'm
very
best.
kind. I'm very kind if people want to stop
there's
singing.
areas where I always say I'm far from perfect.
Hmm.
But that's why when I say that, I would look at certain people and be like, yeah, I am, but you're wrong. Because, like, come on. I mean that in general, but I'm talking about karaoke now. The fact that
Can you
finish
sing?
that song.
Can you sing now?
I go for it. Finish that song because I don't think I'm great. Finish that. I don't care what you said. Like, I tortured the thong song, but I still kept doing it. Yeah, I was like, oh. Okay, he's saying oh again. Oh yeah, I can't do this, but I'm still gonna keep doing it because that's karaoke.
Yeah.
Even if you suck, the thing is to make it through the song, right?
Even if people are going like this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, why are they hating
But you made it through, so
That's because you used to
we
be a
should
comedian.
get-
You have that skill. Not everybody has that skill.
Yeah. Being a comedian, when I
Really?
was doing comedy, I've had people threaten to stab me. So yeah, I mean,
Are you serious?
You get that.
How long were you a comedian, Luke?
Just a little bit. Yeah. So
He glossed over that pretty
I
quick.
didn't know that side of it.
Damn.
you're from Washington.
Yes, I grew up in Washington State. Born in Kansas City, though.
Why would you want to come here?
I had a stalker. I used to date someone, and he was a
Hot.
stalker. And then after I'd been here,
So we're talking about Kabir.
no. And then when I went up for my sister's wedding 7 or 8 years later, he showed up at the church, and then he showed up at my mom's house for the reception. I left.
Huh.
It's kind of hot.
Yeah.
That's like
No,
Robert De Niro
it
in
was
The Fan.
annoying and scary.
You should date Kabir though.
I used to.
Who's this?
Kabir
He's
Singh.
the voice
He's a
of
comedian. He's a
the
comedian.
Family Guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kabir
Oh.
Singh. He's
Oh,
a
the guy.
comedian.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I dated him, God, years ago. Yeah.
He's pretty funny.
Yeah,
way
he
she
is.
said it.
Well, it was
The one that got
probably no, it was
Yeah, that
probably
sounded kind of like that.
10, 12 years ago.
And then she strokes her hair, so it just didn't work out. Huh? It wasn't like that.
Well, he was traveling too much. He was
So that-
very busy.
Why didn't it work out with
Yeah,
the
wow.
stalker?
So much love.
Yeah, no, he was very oppressive.
I think it's kind of hot.
No, it was not.
It's got to be like they want to drink your bathwater, but they don't look at your odometer.
Well,
Right in the swole
Thanks for a
spot.
Saltburn reference there.
You know what I mean?
well,
Thanks for a
again,
Saltburn reference.
again, Jennifer's algorithms are hot guys, and Britney Spears.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of craziness there.
And
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
Drinking the bathwater is a
If
little bit
that's,
too
if
much.
that's your algorithm,
Or eating her on
Yeah.
her periods.
that's So and then you show your estranged husband, so gives
Yes.
you gifts.
Yeah. Well, we still live in the same house. We have separate bedrooms. We're still best friends. It's just that
No romance, right?
Wow.
yeah, no romance.
So you end
What a-
everything on good terms.
What
Yeah.
a dick shriveler.
Yeah, well,
He's right next door.
yeah.
You're like, it's okay, honey. My ex-husband's asleep.
Oh no, I never bring anyone home ever.
Oh,
Isn't that
No.
a problem?
the rent must be good.
Yeah.
If there isn't,
I-
is it no rent?
No, it's minimal.
I didn't
I
date
Okay,
he's
someone-
not gonna watch this.
Then cheers.
I chose not to date somebody recently because she had her ex living with her, and it was just weird.
So tell us about your cats. Mine's 17 years old, but you couldn't tell. She's so young looking.
Yeah, wow, that is old.
17 and yeah, because
Yeah.
that's human years.
Yes. Well, I used to be my aunt's caregiver. And before she passed, she made me promise that I would take care of all of her animals when she passed. And so she passed in 2019. And I inherited 4 cats and 1 dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My mom saw that you have cats. She was disgusted. But
Are you
Your mom?
serious?
it
Your
was-
mom?
Yeah, it was because she didn't say that wording, but I got it. Because
Well, your mom's very opinionated.
because
too.
I love my cat, she loves cats. So she was disgusted that she can't have cats like yours, more cats. And,
Maybe she could give her one
So,
of
so
the
your mom
cats.
wants to be a cat lady?
Yeah, but see, my mom.
Would you part with one of
my
the cats?
cat? No,
I love them all.
No, see, because the problem is why she was like, oh, she gets to have more cats. Because I think that's how she said it too. Because my cat, she doesn't like other cats. She doesn't really care for other people either.
Yeah.
And the way I see it, that makes me love her even more.
Because she loves you.
You
for
chose,
real.
yeah, she chose me. Cause,
That's Amy, right?
yeah, Amy, she's awesome.
He posts a lot of cat videos.
She can leave if she wanted to. Like, there's an open door policy. There's a door right there. Go for it. She has her own door. She has her own house, and she has her own house with her patio, and she could go out the front door and just say, "See ya, you suck." But she stays within the property.
Yeah.
And she just wants to be around us. I mean, so I think that's love right there.
Cats are more territorial than people
Yeah.
give them credit for, too.
I used to have 2 big dogs, 75 and 77 pounds. And then they both passed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. One was a half lab, half pit. Jack, he was a love. But I used to have a dog. Well, I have a doggy door from the garage to the backyard. The very first day I brought those cats home, they learned how to use that doggy door. Smart cats.
Don't you find having that many animals like restrictive to your life? Like, can you travel? Like,
Well, I often will travel when Kevin's home, and then Kevin travels when I'm home.
your ex.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, he's not my ex. We're estranged. He still covers me under his insurance and everything,
So
which is
there's
very
some
nice.
bennies
So you're
there.
separated.
No
Yeah.
bennies.
You're separated.
I mean, that is
We're
a benny.
separated.
We're talking
Well,
about
The other benefits.
real
Oh,
benefits,
yeah, yeah.
Not sex
Yeah,
benefits.
yeah.
The way the
Medical, dental, and vision.
Okay, those benefits also.
Hey.
Yeah.
There's a lot of benefits,
When
apparently.
I was married and I separated, I was still paying her bills for the 1st year and a half
Oh
wow.
my God.
because I cared about her.
Yeah, yeah.
Little flashy there.
Yeah.
Still single. Hey, still single. If any, hey, pay your bills.
Yeah, good segue there, Luke.
Pay your bills there. Still single there. Just don't work too hard. If a woman wants you to work too hard just to keep it on, the only reason I'm saying that is because of a coworker I had. Gosh, I could say I had because he's no longer upon.
Yeah.
Earth
But,
of the workplace.
But I do have to say, Kevin and I are still best friends. We get along so well.
Besties.
Yeah, we're best friends. Just no romance in there.
I mean, couldn't you?
No.
You couldn't
If you,
pivot.
if you don't mind me asking, what happened that made you guys estranged? Is that a long story?
Yeah.
I gotta Google it.
What happened that made you guys alcoholics?
Ooh.
Oh.
So he chose a bottle over you.
Oh man. Well.
Yeah.
That's
No,
hard.
no segue there. No segue.
No.
But no, hey, come on, bro. You gotta pick up
I'm sorry
the
to hear
genie in the bottle instead.
Mm-hmm.
Like Christina Aguilera.
All right, it's
Dude, you got some jokes, man.
So today,
I see
it's
it.
not segue stack.
He's on one. He's on one
Yes.
today.
There's people in
He's
the
on
room
one
that
today.
Yeah.
there's people in the room that don't like Christine. Actually, I'm not a huge fan, but I did watch that Grammys, and I couldn't tell it was her. They said Christina Aguilera. It's like, when's she gonna show up?
Have you heard her sing "At Last" by Etta James? It's amazing.
Okay, she does have.
I think she's a
yeah.
good singer.
Yeah, she's a good
Yeah.
singer.
I mean,
Pound for pound.
Yeah.
So but good job to that Billie Eilish.
Oh.
To the Billie.
I like her.
I like her too. I like her music too.
Yeah, that
And,
song that she got the Oscar for,
Oh, the Barbie
or the
one?
Grammy.
Doja Cat
Yeah.
did win nothing.
That's a
I
good
don't
song.
think-
What was
I
I
don't
made
think she won
for?
an
What was
award.
that made? What's a good song?
Yeah.
I heard her
beautiful.
nips were showing.
Who?
Doja Cat.
So
Oh.
those probably weren't her real
You don't-
names
You don't think so?
because
You think she put
Yeah.
stickies?
because me and Dana, we saw her in concert and she had like a nips suit on, like a chest suit where there were nipples.
Is
but
that
they
the one that
weren't-
wasn't WAP? She wasn't WAP too, right? That's not WAP.
No, that's that Cardi B.
No,
Oh my
but-
God, we've never sounded older.
Yeah.
But I did like that Miley Cyrus
Yeah.
one.
Cardi B.
Yeah.
She sang the only song I liked of hers.
Flowers?
Every time I hear it, yeah, I've only liked
That's
that
Miley
song.
Cyrus.
I can buy myself flowers. Write my name in the
She
sand.
makes me want to go to Vegas every time I hear that song. You know, I just want to grab some flowers and not hold someone's hand because they can hold their own hand. And
Yeah, but that song's about self-love. You know?
she didn't wear underwear, which I didn't see. I
You
didn't.
watched this whole thing?
Yeah, well, I was. Well, I don't know what I was on.
You just are interested in different types of
No,
things.
well, the thing is, the cat was on me, so I couldn't move.
Oh, and it's hard to move when you have a cat on your lap.
Yeah.
Or your head.
Oh.
If you love your
As
cat,
I
you're
now
not gonna
know.
want to boot them off. You love them.
I'd be like, get off me.
Not a,
Yeah, no.
not a cat.
I put a pillow on my lap when my one cat's on me. So if I hold it as long as I can, but if I have to go to the bathroom, I lift
God,
up the
that's
whole
sad.
pillow
So if I
Put it
have to go
over
to the
and then I go.
bathroom and she's on me, there's something I had when I was in the hospital. It's a little like plastic thing, and you pee.
Oh, it's like
Well, you're a guy and I'm a girl.
You're gonna piss in a catheter so you don't move your cat?
I'm just joking. But no, I actually wish I
He's got the
could.
visuals.
I'm just lazy because I've never bought one, but it's a good idea. I think about that every time she's on me and I have to pee.
Just move the
I
cat.
do want that because I miss doing that when I was in the hospital. That was the best part of the
Yeah,
hospital.
but you have to kind of pull like a move. It's almost like you do like a little self reach around.
You know
It's
what?
not fun when
You
you're
know
a
what's-
girl. It's
you know
not
what's funny?
Like that.
It's
They-
a self reach around.
They told me
Yeah.
I can walk to the back. Like they showed me. They said, okay, this is your second day in the hospital. Hey, here, you just gotta grab onto this and then use this and then you can make it to the bathroom right there. And I was just even when they said that,
I prefer to use
yeah. I mean, they said
Catheters.
I said to them, I said, yeah, thanks, wow. So I can do that now. It's amazing. And then when they left, every time I just thought to myself, yeah, I could probably make it, but I don't want to.
What were you in the hospital for?
Oh, I ran over here in the mission. I got ran over.
Oh, ow.
I love how we're talking about all this nonsense and glossing over the fucking gold that is your life.
Wow.
It's just crazy.
I always turn the podcast around on him and want to hear what he says. You know?
There
Yeah.
is something that goes along with this that I was thinking of, but
Run over. Are you okay?
Were you a pedestrian or a bicyclist?
oh, I was a guy that was getting a bunch of guys ran up to me out of my car, and I did not see. That's a man thing. The man thing is, hey, I don't want to be robbed. This isn't cool. I'm gonna go beat those guys up, and then yeah, they did away with me when they ran me over. But see, that's a
You
man.
try to beat some guys
I
up?
jumped in their car. And
Oh my God.
And then they decided, we're gonna stop this car, get this guy on the ground, and run him over. But see, that's a man thing to where like,
But he was okay.
I'm not
though.
gonna put up with this. Like if my, I don't have a dog, so if my cat got stolen, I would jump on that person's hood and say, no, you're not gonna take my cat because I love her. Yeah.
Aww.
Like that person who was with that dog, those dogs with the weird face. Frenchie got someone,
The bulldog?
Yeah, someone stole that dog and she was on the hood. I was like, I would do
Oh,
that
that's
too.
a video from LA. Yeah,
I would punch their glass.
they caught him too.
And then
Aww.
Have you seen
I'd
that?
be like,
Have you seen that video? It's pretty
yeah,
interesting.
you don't know my cat. She's special.
I'm an animal
Yeah, but what
person. I
happened was
love all animals.
What happened was they took her dog and then she jumped because she got on top of her car.
You know what? At that time, she probably should have thought to herself, you know what? I should have ate that last donut or something like that. I think to
was she
myself.
small?
I mean, she
I don't
didn't-
know
No,
what
she was
you're
kind of
talking
like
She
an
didn't
older
break the
lady.
window. So probably not. You
They
know,
stole her dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she jumped on
Why?
top of the car. And she was just sitting down and they
People do
just
that now. You know what? I don't
Steal a
understand. Like, it's like
dog?
how people kidnap kids. I don't understand. Like, why would you? I would be like,
Sex
hey,
slaves. But what are you
who
going to do with
did
a
this?
dog? You know what I mean?
If
Or a
someone
cat.
takes
French
my kid-
bulldogs are worth
yeah,
a lot of
sex
money.
slave, not cool. But if they wanted to raise that kid, I'd be like, why did they steal my kid? Why would you do this honor for me? If the,
You know what?
the sex slave, not cool. I would.
Dude,
then,
you know what, though?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is, like, trafficking.
That's not cool. If someone would call me, hey, Dad, they made me a sex slave, I'd be like, damn it, they were supposed to take care of you. All right, I'm going to go. That is something I'm against, the sex slave thing. Not
That's
cool.
a good stance to
Yeah.
be for. Okay, but I think, like, in addition to that, there's women that lie and say that they're pregnant to keep a man, and they keep this lie going until the point where they have to kidnap a kid and, like, pretend like a baby. There's people that have stolen
Good luck
babies
with
from
that.
hospitals
She's right on top of the
because
car.
of that.
She's right on top of the car.
Because they stole her dog?
Yeah, well, she was sitting down and they stole her dog.
See?
Well, how did she get
Wow.
off the car? Did they slam on the brakes?
I think they went right into her and then
Well, I also
And
feel
look
for.
at how ugly this dog is.
Wow, she's not an animal. Lover. If you're,
I like
she's
my
single,
dog.
so if
but-
you're going out with her, don't take her to the zoo.
Yeah.
Don't take her to the zoo. Very horrible date if you did. She'd be just clowning on all the animals.
If
know.
you steal my dog, I will run at a leisurely pace. I'm not gonna jump on a hood. I'm
It's good
sorry.
you'll put on an act. Like, you know,
But
Yeah.
don't-
No, my dog,
So
sweetie.
four people took her dog, but it was a lady who took her dog, and then they jumped in this car, and then she went after them.
Kind of an ugly dog, you guys.
And then
Well,
they actually,
yeah, well, that's
actually
how
found-
I feel when people show me pictures of their kids.
Yeah, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You
but
never
but
know.
You
Look
gotta
at
love
this
your dog and
baby.
cat, no matter
Yeah.
what.
When you
Yeah.
hold my baby, I'm like, why? Yeah. Good on me. But I'm cool with animal. If animal poops, I'm like, I don't know, maybe not a dog. So yeah. So I was. So let's see. So many things. From watching the Grammys, also. Shout out to Mariah Carey for being there, and not shout out to Nick Cannon, bro. You messed up.
You think so? Does she look good?
Well, also, I've always had a thing for a grown up. Her and Paula Abdul. I slept with Paula Abdul growing up. I used to get made fun of for sleeping with her because it would be a
pillow.
No, it would be actually worse. It would be just a fold-out poster.
And you would put it on your pillow, like next to you?
Cassette. Yeah. And I'd go to camp, and I'd have to roll it out, you know.
So you liked African American ladies?
Is she?
Well,
actually no, she's Latino.
Yeah. Okay, that fits.
Latina.
Like the Latinas.
I think she's part Arabic, isn't she, or something like that?
See?
Arabic?
Yeah, she has kind of mixed.
Did you like Farrah Fawcett too?
I mean, I liked her. We didn't really have a thing.
Oh, okay.
I had a thing for Janet Jackson.
Yeah, Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Jackson.
I had that poster. Remember that
All right,
poster?
let's double high five that.
Yeah.
I would just
Come
do
on.
it, but no.
You remember that poster with Janet Jackson?
From watching
I don't know.
J-Lo, from this did come to mind. From watching J-Lo.
J-Lo's hot.
She
is.
Demonstrably.
You know, I know she's hot, but it's not like I'm going crazy. But from watching her, I was wondering, can you get a 6-pack without being skinny?
No.
So, because I realize she's very toned, but not like thick.
Hold on.
She's not thick level.
Let's back the train up here. Who's your ultimate celebrity crush?
Well, it's always been. Actually, maybe Kate Beckinsale.
So he's a traitor.
Yeah. Well, wait, what? Oh, 'cause she's a vampire. So
I always liked Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, me too. I dated a guy in high school that looked exactly
I had
like
this
him.
poster. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I had this poster in my wall.
Pretty hot.
Oh yeah,
Let me
I
see.
remember that. I almost got a lap dance from her. Because I was at her concert and she said, "Anyone want to come on stage?" You know, lap dance. And I raised my hand, so I almost.
And by almost, he means not at all.
So mine right now is
No,
dual.
I raised my hand. I was on the lawn though.
mistake.
Mine right now is dual. I like Dua Lipa.
Oh, bro, yeah, we probably can't. Yeah, we probably can't go there. She's too hot. Yeah, we can't do this. Because there's a certain level where you keep, we don't want to get the boners with the, it's inappropriate with the ladies here.
Yeah.
Because Dua Lipa.
Podcast boners are the
Dua
worst.
Lipa? I mean, hey. But yeah, so, all right. Talking about the sex. 90 Day Fiance.
That's such a good show.
You have watched it? Okay,
I've never
good.
watched it.
Never watched it.
Yeah.
Clayton got upset because his fiance got strippers for a bachelorette party. Clayton, the guinea pig guy.
That's the one I don't... Wait, which one is that?
The guinea pig guy. Wait, he's with Anally.
See, I don't watch that couple. That's not the good couple.
Yeah, but isn't
You like Sarper then, huh?
Yeah, that one's good.
She does seem like she would.
No,
like
I
Sarper.
hate that guy.
But isn't 90
But
Day
you
I
kinda
hate
do.
them all.
But
You
look,
kind of do.
Look, isn't 90
I
Day
would murder
Fiance?
him.
Isn't 90 Day Fiance
You
kind of
like
like very produced? Like, isn't it like there's
No.
melodrama?
Maybe.
There's like the
No
weird.
script.
It's like
throw
wrestling.
stuff
We don't
in.
want to believe that.
Yeah.
They throw stuff in.
No, but I'm saying, isn't there
to
like
even surprise the people on there.
But isn't there like the fiance that's always going to be kind of like over the top?
Oh, yeah.
And then there's like the schleppy
Well,
guy.
see, what they do is they
Yeah.
edit certain things that they didn't even know was going to be put out there.
What about is his name? He's like a really handsome, light-skinned guy with light
Ed.
eyes.
Big Ed.
No, not no neck Ed. The
Oh.
other dude, handsome,
Oh,
black guy, white light eyes. Phil, is that his name?
I mean, did they actually find love in the show?
I mean, if that's what you want to call it.
You got to follow them on Instagram to find out that.
I mean, they're using each other a lot of times too, right? I mean,
Oh yeah, it seems like it.
It's Sarper just got the Botox recently.
Dude, they look. That couple looks so bad. They have that, ubiquitous plastic surgery
so
face.
bad for each other, though, right?
Oh, I feel so bad. And dude, any guy that's like super misogynist like that, I'm just like, drop.
I know who you're
dead.
talking about, though. When you say the hot guy, you're talking about the guy that was with that little woman.
He's light skinned black. He's got light eyes. He lives in a studio, and he's dating this like blonde.
No, you're talking about Robin Sophia.
Yes.
Yeah,
I hate him.
Why did she?
I hate him with the passion of 10 fiery suns.
He's funny. Like,
does he not like women or what?
He's just like, yeah, I live in a studio. What's your problem?
Why do you?
Like,
He
I'm
kind of
not
disrespected
materialistic.
her mom and all that. And why?
He's a dick.
Why do you have to keep messaging other women?
He's the worst. And he's like, okay, so she comes for money.
Yeah, before you try to get married, come on.
And then he's like, okay, so he met her at the airport for the first time. And he's like, hold on. And then he does this like break dance. And she's just like, this is so
the weird thing is, why'd she have to come out as bisexual? I mean, that's coming out
cares.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, coming out, hey, do your thing. But like the fact that, why you already chose you with a dude.
It doesn't matter.
You haven't even experienced being with women, so like it would throw me out. Be like, wait,
so
is
she Eastern European or what? Is
Oh, she's a rich London woman, right?
Yeah.
So it's reversed. So she's looking for him.
So
he's the worst.
So since time's kind of short, we go get to the messages from the audience.
Oh my goodness.
Jennifer, how do you come up with material?
Oh, well, fortunately, I'm an African-American woman who is a single mom and works with the homeless and addicted. So I have material for freaking days. I don't have to struggle coming up with material. I usually draw from my personal life.
So it's just life?
Yeah.
And you say there's a lot of Jennifer Duncans out there.
Dude, it's so weird.
You're only the second one I've met. And that's why I had to meet you. It's like I have a very good friend of mine, Jennifer Duncan. We go to Ferris once a year. She gave me a mattress, and she welcomed me to Modesto.
Okay.
When I lived out there, and we've become friends since. And that's the only Jennifer Duncan I've known.
Dude, when I go to the gym, they're like, "Which Jennifer Duncan are you? What's your date of birth?" I'm like, "What do you mean? There's like 4."
Well, yeah, a lady doesn't say her age.
Do you use your middle initial? Would that help?
I probably, but like if you like try to find me, I mean now I have comedy stuff that's out there. And
right.
I used to do modeling back in the day, so you might be able to find some like modeling shit.
Okay.
But like, I mean it's really hard to find me, like unless, yeah. Anyway.
Carla, what is the most popular karaoke song?
Yeah.
Well,
that's a good question.
Sweet Caroline is pretty popular.
Sweet Caroline.
Oh yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah.
There's
that one's really
too.
popular. Yeah. And there's a lot of the more popular new pop songs.
Yeah.
So,
Flowers.
Yeah, Flowers is pretty
Is that?
popular.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm not gonna sing that then. I thought it was.
Yeah.
But Bohemian Rhapsody probably gets put.
Oh yeah,
Don't
Bohemian.
Stop Believing,
Yeah,
Don't Stop
yeah,
Believing.
exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
That
We Are the
Journey
Champions.
Yeah.
That's what makes me not a fan of Journey. Just hearing it all the time.
Yeah.
At karaoke.
Yeah, I
These are
don't
great
get Journey
questions.
a lot, but I do get it every once in a while.
Well, see, when I get
Don't Stop Believing?
Yeah.
Okay.
see,
But Sweet Caroline, I've heard
maybe
so
it's
many
where
times.
you're at. Some KJs make people pay to sing that song
Oh, really?
Damn.
because they're tired of hearing it. So the Jennifer, what are the secrets for telling everyday jokes in order to get the biggest laughs?
Good God, that's a hard question. The secrets.
Yeah, what's the secret sauce?
Jesus, let me think about this. So it really, I think the secret is doing it over and over and over, and that's something I've had to learn. Like I like doing new material a lot, and I like to take risks, and it's like when you do new material, it's a risk. It's always a risk, and I think I'm starting to learn like you really have to do the same shit over and over and over. It doesn't matter if people have heard it, you just have to keep doing it. So because you have to have a data set more than one. You got to have a huge data set. So then you can start kind of drilling down on what everybody laughs at, like what everyone thinks is funny, regardless. So
Sometimes you just gotta think. You gotta identify certain things, right?
So repetition,
Yeah.
repetition helps.
repetition.
Like I notice a lot of comedians identify certain things, like Bay Area King of Comedy, and then we got a guy that identifies as auto restorer. You know, you gotta make yourself feel good. Carla, what kinds of skills and experience qualifies someone to become a karaoke? They say DJ. But KJ.
Yeah, KJ. Well, computer skills, because you have to be able to input all of the singers' names and then find the song and then drag and drop it over to where they are and know when to hit play, that sort of thing. But yeah, and you have to know how to mix. I have a digital mixer, which is really great. So yeah.
Jennifer, how would you describe your personality?
Over the top.
Very fun.
Hyper.
I would say effervescent, right?
Oh.
Sweet. Point to, but if this leads
Vibrant,
to like a DM,
vibrant.
that's okay.
What a vibrant thing. Vibrant.
Okay. I'll take
Carla,
it.
what's the most stressful situation you faced?
When my computer failed me at a show, but I always have 2 computers with me, so I just brought my backup one up, and I was up and going. And I actually got compliments because I did not show my stress. I just was like, okay, give me a few minutes, and I just
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
You just gotta make it through. That's kind of like comedy. You
Yeah.
gotta use
Yeah.
5 minutes or 10 or.
Yeah. It only took about 5 minutes to switch it over,
So
but
I
yeah.
have a question for you because I've always wanted to ask karaoke DJs this point blank. Do you guys play favorites?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I have seen others do.
But there are KJs that do play favorites. So
I know, I've seen that.
Do not go to those.
me and
No.
Luke have talked about that.
Yeah, no,
So,
I don't.
Jennifer, you're very beautiful. Wow,
She is.
Nice.
Muy bonita.
Can they completely remove a tattoo? How many do you have?
I have 1 tattoo.
Oh.
It means love, actually.
Oh.
That sounds great.
I have
That's
3
great.
I have 3
Someone wonders
tattoos.
if you can remove that.
I have
Yeah,
3
you can
tattoos.
remove
tattoos.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Carla, what's the kindest thing anyone has done for you? It could be your estranged
These are great
Um,
questions.
husband.
The first time that I subbed for one of my friends at another karaoke show, one of my friends brought me a nice card and a dozen roses, just to say good luck.
And chocolates too.
No, no
cool.
chocolates.
And-
Just it was just sweet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're wrapping it. And why do you love cats? And can cats have too much catnip? And what do you feed your
Catnip
cats?
is awesome.
Oh.
Oh, my cats are awesome, and no, I can't have too much. Actually, I don't give them catnip too often, but I feed them Friskies in a can. And then I also have a Friskies dry food, so they get the dry food throughout the day, and then the can at night. Oh, but I have the little cans, and I split it up into fourths, so they get 1 a night. So that's 79 cents.
Do cats think of their owners as parents? think
I
it's
don't
weird when
know.
people
I
say
I
my
haven't
kid.
asked them, so I don't
Do
know.
they?
But they do think of me as their human.
All right, so
They come up and rub on you and mark you.
I love that because I
Mhm.
want you to own me. I
Mhm.
love my time to
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Luke, before we go, can I
Want
say
her to
something?
rub on me. Yeah, this is for you. Wait, what do you want to say?
No, just go ahead and ask me the question.
I mean, because if it's
What's the question?
okay, you know what? Let's just ask you. Yeah, since you already have something you want to say, we can just throw in one question on what you got to say. Who is your hero? And then whatever you were going to say.
Honestly, I'm gonna make them say, "Oh," when I say this. It's my mother. My mother was,
Mm.
and she passed away when I was 18. And there's not a day that goes by
Oh, no.
that I don't miss her,
Oh, amen.
especially during the Christmas time. But
Yeah.
I would say point blank, I'm not even flinching when I say this. It's my mother because she taught me how to love, be kind, and compassionate.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so we were talking about moms earlier. I think they're the most important people in,
Yeah,
in,
I mean, they can
in
get
your life.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they can get kind of crazy. But
Shout
you know,
out
you
to my
gotta love
mom.
them.
Shout out to my
Gotta
mom.
love them.
And we visit her grave all the time, so it's definitely my mother.
I tell her stop. She keeps on saying, "Don't say
Yeah.
that to me." I keep on saying, "What?" And she keeps on saying, "Don't say what." What should I say? But yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to say was just that if anybody has issues or problems with codependency or is dealing or struggling with that in their life, that's why I wanted to come on the show today. It's just that codependency is real and therapy has helped me with that. And just want to tell people if you have issues with codependency and relationships in your life, you can stop that cycle.
Yeah, and I have a show at Tommy T's on the 15th.
Oh, okay.
And I have my karaoke show every Thursday at Dave & Buster's in Milpitas at the Great Mall in behind where the Century Theater is.
Oh, okay. So, all right. I guess we're doing last words here. Next week, I have just authors. Thought I'd just keep it with the people, doing the authors. We could test myself with the authoring, interviewing skills, and test that I will read books. I need to read books. And movie reviews in, I saw Godzilla -1. Total sausage fest. But it was still good. Blank Man, still a good movie. No more Redbox. Redbox sucks because and Pluto dropped the Faith Channel. so I can't watch Highway to Heaven or Touched by an Angel anymore.
Oh, I used to love
What a
those
shame.
shows.
Yeah,
I loved those
yeah, been
shows.
going to
Michael Landon.
yeah, but I've been going to church lately, so
How's that going?
it's not bad. You know, there's some great references. Like they talked about Kane recently,
Oh yeah.
and he was a great wrestler, and I loved him in the horror movies, Fear No Evil.
Oh my
That's a different Kane, though, I think.
It's relatable. He was the bad one.
Yeah, Kane.
Oh, I think we might have ended. But if not, this is what's really happening. Tune in next Monday.